Hey guys, what's up? It's Josh. So for today's video, as you guys can see by the title, I wanted to talk about 5 ways you can tell somebody that you like them. And the reason that I wanted to talk to you guys about this is because I feel like there are so many of you out there that have crushes on people, but you don't really know how to go about actually telling them how you feel and just like telling them that you like them in general. So for today's video, I came up with a couple of things that maybe you've never thought about before, and just some tips on like how to actually tell the person that you like that you do like them and you want to get to know them more. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I am filming with a different background behind me now because I'm living somewhere new. So if you guys want to see all of the vlogs that go along with moving and like our new place and stuff like that, go over to the vlog channel and subscribe and check it out. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Here are 5 ways to tell somebody that you like them. Alright, the first way that I came up with that I think you guys can do in order to tell the person that you like them is just by letting your excitement show anytime you're around them. Sometimes I feel like when we're around the person that we really like, we try to change ourselves and not really show that person like what we're really like because we're kind of nervous or we're scared or we don't really know like how to act. But I think that one of the main things that we can do in order to actually show somebody how we're feeling is just to like, if you're excited to see that person, just let them see it. I think that when you are just like really happy around someone and they can actually tell that you're excited, that gives them the ability to see that like you actually like being around them and that you actually do have feelings for them. So if you do just let your excitement come out, if you are excited, that's one of the best things that you can do and just a good way to get that other person smiling. So that's the first way that I came up with. Try to just show your excitement when you're around them. Alright, the second one that I came up with, and I think that this one is just a great way in order to just almost tell them straight out that you like them, and that's by telling them that you miss them when you're not with them. I think that it's really important that like when you're not around the person that you really like and you're wanting them to like get those vibes of how you're feeling about them, a really good way in order to do that is just to like give them little reminders and tell them things, like tell them how you're feeling when you're not with them. Like if you miss them, tell them that you miss them. If you like really enjoy being with them and it just sucks when you're not with them, tell them that. Like tell them that you just want to be with them all the time and being with them makes you happy. Anytime somebody hears that like somebody misses them, I think that that actually plays like a way bigger role than you think, because when somebody misses you, it means that they actually really like you and they really care about you. And chances are, if you really like that person and you're telling them all this and they're responding and having conversations with you, they probably have somewhat of the same feelings for you. So if you are finding that like when you're not with them, you miss them, make sure that when you're texting them and like emailing them or whatever, you're just sending them messages, tell them that you do miss them, and I think that will get the message across. Alright, the third one that I came up with, and I think that this one might be kind of an easy one to do when you're with them, because when you are talking to them, there are little hints that you can give them in order to actually tell them how you're feeling. So I think a really good way, and this one kind of goes based off of like the second one as well, but when you're with them, make sure that you give them those little hints, like telling them that you do think about them, or like if you're not with them, there are times when you find it really hard because you do like spending time with them. And I think that if you are a shy person and like you don't want to just like come out and tell them everything on how you're feeling and just tell them that you like them, what you can do is just drop small hints every once in a while, and that'll get the message across because they'll start to notice that like all these hints are coming around, and then that could even become like somewhat of an inside joke between you guys. But if you do have feelings for them, try to give them little hints in order to tell them how you're feeling, even if they're super small and like they don't get it at first. I think over time they'll be able to just like put the pieces together and actually like get the hint that you do like them. But it's just the small hints every like once in a while here and there, and they'll be able to pick up on that, and you'll notice that they'll pay attention to it. Alright, the fourth one that I came up with, I think that this one is really important because it kind of shows that you really respect that person. And I think that when you show them that you really respect them, it can come down sometimes to actually showing them that you do have feelings for them as well. If you're texting them, if you're sending them messages, if you're trying to call them and you notice that like they're not picking up or they're not answering, I think one of the main things that you can do in order to show them that you care about them is just to wait for their responses. Because if they're busy or they're doing something and they're getting all these messages and they don't know what to do and and it's kind of stressing them out. Sometimes that can show somebody that like you're not really caring about their time. But I think that when you do like wait for their responses and you do wait for them to like say something or do something, that'll be able to show that like you really respect their time. Waiting for them to like reciprocate the like same feelings that you have, those are all just things that really show somebody that you do like them. And it's something that people appreciate. It's just like when you care about their time. So yeah, that's the fourth one. Just wait for their responses. Alright, and the last one that I came up with, and I think that this one is also similar to the one before it, because when you are respecting somebody's time, I think another thing that you also have to respect is their space. Now, this doesn't mean that like anytime you're like wanting to hang out with them, you don't send them a message because like you're nervous that maybe you're getting into their personal space, you're taking up too much time. I think that what this means is just like, if you notice that you're always around that person, and then every once in a while you notice that that person is saying like, hey, I don't know if I can hang out today, like maybe tomorrow, that could be a good sign that somebody is just wanting like space and they just gotta do their own stuff. But at the same time, they're not telling you that they don't want to hang out with you. And sometimes space is one of those things that like we take for granted, because if we are hanging out with that person all the time, sometimes we just see that as being normal and we see it as being like that person doesn't really care that we're always around them. But I think that it's really good, like even if you are able to hang out with each other all the time, just to have that space away from each other where you can focus on things that you like doing or different things that like you guys can do separate and then be able to talk about when you're with each other. Those are all like really big things that I think we should be paying attention to, and space is one of those things that when we do have it alone from each other, it makes it so much better when we're with each other. So that's another thing to like remember when you are like trying to show somebody that you do like them, is just like if they are wanting space, give it to them. Even though everything's all fine, just like give them some space, and then you'll be able to come together and like talk about it and bond over it and all that. So that is the fifth one that I came up with. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Those were just like some different ones that I could think about. If you guys can think of any others, leave them down in the comments. Leave in the comments like a story about something that you're going through or something that we can help you with. And then also, if you guys do want to see the process of moving in here and what it looks like and house tours and all of that, that will be on the vlog channel. So make sure that you guys go and check that out and subscribe, become part of that over there. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I love you guys so much. And as always, I will see you next Saturday and next week. Bye!